Hello, everybody. Welcome to Short Shot Archery. Anthony here, and I'm here with Benny Binion. Well, at least with his statue. I'm here at the 2024 Vegas shoot, and I'll be giving you a tour of the shoot. So if we happen to have the event here in the future, you can have an idea. Of course, word on the street is that we are moving to a different venue for 2025, but just to be safe and to give you, one last look, or at least last look at this point of the Vegas shoot in 2024, you can check it out. So we're going to check out 24-hour practice, registration, check-in, where all the different flights are held in the halls. We're going to check out the VIP shooting area. We're going to check out the shooting all the way down in the arena, which is a championship division. And we're going to be checking out some of the other spots that you can shoot at the Vegas shoot. It is quite the facility here in the South Point Hotel. I'll have links down below to all of the NFAA's stuff and the Vegas shoot stuff, so you can see all the official information from those organizations that run this shoot. So let's get started with the tour. All right, so there's Benny again, and we're going to head up to the 24-hour practice area. So we got some archers coming down. There is an elevator right here for any of those people that need it. So that's pretty handy. You don't really have to go too far because we're all going to be making a right when we get to the top of this escalator. You can always take the stairs as well. There's stairs running down the middle. Might be easier to take the escalator with your bow. But as we get to the top here, we should have a lot of archers practicing up here, so it should be pretty cool. There is 24-hour bow storage as well. Looks like they have like a whole tech support thing if you got questions about stuff. Okay, so walking forward here, you're going to see a whole bunch of equipment. That's part of the 24-hour bow storage. If you're going to practice, you would walk down this line here. We're going to walk to the side here because I'm not shooting. We're just filming. And, the people here are going to go check they're going to check your badges to make sure that you paid for 24-hour practice, because you can pay ahead of time, or I believe you can pay, per use of the practice zone. All this stuff is, subject to change. The first ballroom that you can practice in is over here. And take a look at what's going on. Look at that. Right. A lot of archers. It's pretty cool. We're going to go check out the second one now. Lighting isn't bad. Some people think it's terrible, but we're indoors at a facility that's not designed for archery. So, there's going to be a few challenges. But it's still a great place to practice, to get ready for your flights or your championship matches. So going into the next ballroom, that does say Grand Ballroom A here. We got more archers shooting. This room is a little bit bigger than the other one. The camera does make it a bit brighter than it actually is. But yeah, you can go practice with recurve, bare bow, compound. All the different divisions are all mixed together at practice. And this is new in a sense. This is actually an additional ballroom, very small, this one. But a third practice room. We did not have a third practice room last year, if I recall correctly. Then again, we also have more archers than ever attending this event, so it's probably very necessary to have a third practice hall. Again, more 24-hour bow storage, which looks pretty packed. They could probably fit some more on the floor down there, but there's a lot of people utilizing that. Because the hotel itself is probably sold out or close to sold out, so we have a lot of archers driving in or walking in. There's another hotel, the Grandview, which I believe is part of the whole South Point You know, I think they're all part of the same company. But the Grandview is also more hotel rooms you can stay at. Those come with kitchens and stuff, but all those archers end up walking over. Some of them, or most of them, probably have their bows in their cases still, and then they got to assemble them somewhere. There is additional 24-hour bow storage in another location. We'll check that out as we get back down to the bottom. We'll also be pointing out where the elevators are for the hotel at the South Point. If you happen to stay, in the building here, that way you can get an idea on where you're going to actually come from. If you go and bring your bow down assembled from your room, because if you do stay here, you can keep your bow all together. That's what I do, and it makes it pretty easy. A little bit interesting when you go in the elevators, but still pretty easy to have all your stuff all set up, and you just leave it set up all weekend. So we're back to Benny again. Get off the escalator here, and there's a lot of archers moving. We're actually trying to film this in between different flights and stuff, so it's less busy, and it's still quite busy here. So this is great to see, and there's so many people I get to see again. Now, where these people are going is towards the elevators, and those elevators will bring you up to the towers at the South Point where the hotel rooms are. So you would go down that hallway, and then you would make a right, and to the left and right after you make that right will be the elevators for both sides of the tower. So pretty neat. Let's see what else we got here. We got some people movers. There's one broken this year, so that's cutting down the flow of traffic a little bit, but we got one people mover there. And then we're just walking this way. As I'm going through this, you can see how they kind of decorate the whole shoot. Archery themed. The different manufacturers and stuff will pay money to have their commercials for their products out in public to try to get you to go to their booth, or let you know they made a new stabilizer or whatever. Before we go up the stairs, though, there is more bow storage. They give you times. There's also an elevator if you need an elevator. But yes, that's additional bow storage. A lot of people storing stuff there. We have lots of stuff on the floor. We got the Vegas shoot. Those are some winners from previous years and such. And yep, another escalator with some stairs in the middle. When we get to the top here, there's going to be a lot going on. And we're going to do the back half first, so we're going to be making a turn, and then we'll go forwards towards the vendors and everything else, because it's a lot. So hopefully this video is doing it justice, so that you can kind of understand the layout and the the size and scope of this place. So you do see the sign for registration there. We'll look at that a little bit closer, but first we're going to turn around this way, because this is where the halls are. This is where the flights are. This is also where you can get a great picture with your friends and family, your fellow archers from your club that you shoot at. You can have a nice memory of the Vegas shoot with all the signage there. Continuing on, though, we're going to get to the first hall. I believe they call this one Hall C and D. Yes. So there is an A and B, but they're further back. They're back the other way. We'll go past them. There's also, that's a staff lounge. Well, you don't need that. But in these rooms down here, they'll have the different seminars and stuff for different things. I think Win and Win had one the other day, stuff like that. But this is Hall C and D. Let's see. They're making an announcement. Oh, they just finished shooting, but very extensive. This is targets 120 all the way down to targets 61. So there's a lot of targets here, a lot of archers. So let's head over to A and B, because they're making announcements in here. They're probably making announcements in A and B as well. We might have to pause the video because it's about to get kind of wild. But then there's Mark, the legend of San Diego. There's so many great people in archery. It's a good time here. Let's keep walking towards A and B. They do have a map of this place too. That's a little further down, but there is a map, and they should have a lot of this information on the website too. But hopefully this provides a pretty good visual, and they do have information on these signs where they're telling you, oh, Arena 1, Arena 2. We just went to C and D. So this is supposed to be targets 1 through 60, and let's see. They're scoring now. Oh, it's gonna get a little crazy here. But yeah, we're gonna leave because they're basically done. So there's gonna be a flood of people coming out to this area here. So let's let's not get stuck in that. But you get the point. There's targets 1 through 60 there, and those are where all the flights are held. We got registration here. There's some more registration here. This was actually self-check-in registration. You'd walk up, and they actually gave you a barcode in your email, and you scanned the barcode, and it just automatically checked you in. It was actually pretty cool, and it worked pretty seamlessly. And they just have a label printer that prints you out all the information for your shoot time and everything like that. Some other important things: elevators. Those elevators should take you down to the pavilion down below, where they hold some of the championship matches for the youth. I think they might even hold some more flights down there. You're going to have to see. But again, they provide a whole wall of information to help you out. We'll take a look at the event map. You can always pause the video and try to zoom in, but it's an extensive place here. And we already checked out that. We checked out that, but we haven't checked out this or the giant arena yet. So there's still a lot to go. There's a whole trade show. Short Shot Archery has our booth right here, and we're right down here. Right down here. Pretty cool. And then there's also a whole schedule. And again, you can pause the video to check it out. This stuff's always subject to change, and when we go to another venue next year, this could all be totally different. So, it's still important to know. Gives you an idea. It doesn't seem like this event's going to get any smaller at the rate we're growing. It's just going to keep getting bigger. I'm sure there's a threshold at some point, but I don't think we've met it yet. We got two things going on here. We got the trade show here, and then we got the pavilion down below. We got some people taking the stairs here. You're good. There's a lot going on. So I think we'll go the back way to the pavilion. There's a second entrance in the vendor area. So let's first take a little stroll through the vendor area. We'll stop by Short Shot Archery's booth. Again, this is quite the event. It's definitely the indoor tournament of the year. Now, again, I haven't been to the tournaments over in Europe and stuff, so I'm sure they're pretty cool. But for the U.S., this is definitely the tournament of the year. The Classic is definitely a strong second, but there's something special about Vegas. We got the Lancaster archery trailer indoors. You just saw UltraView there. Easton has a whole booth. A lot of these places are selling product. We're selling product at Short Shot Archery. They got a bar in the middle of the whole thing, so you can get drinks as well. You can see there's quite a lot of archers there with their shooting shirts on. It's a pretty neat place. We'll just take a peek down these. We got Bright Sight. We got a few other archer manufacturers. BCY's here. Whole selection of strings you can buy. True Ball Excel as well. Ramrods. A lot of big booths here. Shrewd, right at the beginning of this line of booths. There's also companies that make t-shirts for the event. But we're going to head down this one because Short Shot Archery is actually at the end of this row here. So that's pretty cool. There's also 5X as well. Saunders is right next door to us. Bill's been doing a great job here with Tom, but my dad's holding the fort down at the Short Shot Archery booth. We're actually running out of some products this year already, and it's only day 2. We'll do a little turnaround. We got boning, we got bow finger. Wonderful people over here at 5X. We've been hanging out with them all weekend so far. We got a whole bunch of nonprofits and stuff, like Break the Barriers, and just endless amounts of archery manufacturers. So this is really cool. We'll be going out this exit in a couple minutes, but let's kind of wrap this up first and then continue on. So as we keep walking, 360 Archery, we got specialty archery products, Flex Fledge, Bee Stinger. It just keeps going, row after row. You can check out basically all the manufacturers of your equipment here. There's probably not too many that are missing. It's pretty impressive. Got Black Eagle with Conquest and Darton, Joey's Bowstrings, Win We Oasis here. Very cool. Quality Archery Designs. Easton has their archery passport, and that's okay. And they do a whole National Archery Scholarship Tour. A lot of really neat stuff. Now, and there's still more. There's Morel. There's Bowtech here. Hoyt has a whole large installation, large booth setup. They got T-shirts and bows, and Brady's actually hanging out right there talking to whoever that gentleman is. So it's a good time. They got their pros shooting their 300s, getting verified, and they'll probably start sticking them to this wall here unless they're doing something different this year. We got all the archers, but most importantly, in a way, is the view. The view of the arena. This is where we're going to hold the final for the World Indoor Series. This is where the final for the Vegas shoot is, where we have the shootout. This is where I practiced and shot arrows for recurve championship round. We're not going to walk all the way down there, but you get the picture. You go walk down the stairs, boom. This is where a lot of the elite level archers are going to shoot. Your open class, all of your probably adult championship classes. Very cool. You're going to see all of the big international names too, like Steve Weiler and all the others. There is food and stuff, and there is bathrooms on the side here. There's some bathrooms in other places too, but it's a lot to take in. But yeah, if you want some sandwiches and stuff, they got you covered. I personally make my own up in the hotel room because it saves money, and we end up walking across the street to the gas station. You can get bread and stuff, or taking a little walk or drive to Walmart. But if you don't want to do that, there is plenty of food here. The hotel itself is full of restaurants and stuff that'll sell you breakfast items or dinner items or lunch items. They got everything. So as we walk back, we'll just take a detour down one of these rows. Let's see. Let's head down this one. We got Bloodline, OCD strings. Who else we got? Oh, there's Victory. We were looking for Victory earlier. We also got Q2 Archery, and we're actually on our way to the next area you can shoot, and that's going to be the pavilion with the sign there. And again, the pavilion also has that other entrance that you can walk down. We'll probably walk up those flights of stairs. It'll make sense in a moment. But on that note, look at all the archers shooting. Mostly youth divisions in this section, but still really wild. There's a lot of people here. It's quite impressive. Looks like we got some parents hanging out on top of the like they got like a mobile bar or something there. That's pretty funny. But it's a good spot for your spotting scope, that's for sure. But yeah, you can walk up this middle section here and you can see both sides. Yeah, there's a lot of youth shooters. There are bathrooms as well over in that section. But that's pretty much a wrap up of this of the whole thing. There is one other thing. Besides the restrooms, there's actually championship VIP practice. And you'd walk in here and boom. So there's a lot of your big names. Shooting compound, recurve, barebow as well, because there's championship barebow. And that connects to the arena that's downstairs. You probably can't see it from here, but yeah. The whole thing that connects to the arena we were just looking at. Pretty neat. In years past, they did let you walk out when nobody was shooting, so that you could, practice down there and then go and shoot your line. They're probably still doing the same thing. I don't do that. I'm busy with the booth and other things, so there's that. All right, so to wrap this up, we're going to walk back up the stairs that I pointed out earlier that we didn't walk down. And it's like a double-sided staircase. So there's a down set of stairs and there's an up set of stairs, which does help with the flow of traffic. Does make it a little nicer. And in just a moment, this whole thing is going to make a lot more sense because we're going to be back in the main section. Look at that. There's the vendor area again. Here's the big Vegas Shoot sign. And here's a room full of people. A whole lot of people. All right, so there you have it. That is the 2024 Vegas Shoot. Hopefully I gave you a pretty good tour of this whole event here. But we might see you at a different casino or convention center for 2025. But if not, I got you covered on the tour of 2024. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And as always, happy shooting.